not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Boy, howdy shit. I am having some technical issues here. I'm waiting on my tech guy to show up and walk in the door and fix this. And I hear footsteps. Okay, y'all can hear this if you want. Restream has changed. Got a new page up there, a new home page. I don't have the chat. I do not have the chat in front of me. There's the mouse. Anyway. Yeah, well, that's I tried that. It's not there anymore. This is the new interface with Restream. All right, I'm having a few I don't know who's in the room right now because I can't see the chat. Because well, I think I do. Boy, that ain't very good, is it? Is that the? We're having a few, and if you notice, this is really going to mess me up. This screen. Ain't this great? Y'all jump right in here and find a bunch of technical difficulty shit going on while I'm right after I hit the go button. You see how that's going to mess me up? But that's fine. I can get by with that if I could just see. Oh, well, is that what it's going to be? All right. Oh, there you go. How did you get there? Because that's what I was looking for. There we go. Now, is that just starting right there? All right. Let's make that big. Well, I know Virginia Whitley is in the room. Thank you very much, darling. Randy Peterson is here. I may have missed the whole beginning of who was in the room. That was what was messed up. My chat app was not opening correctly, so I missed who was the first one to jump in. But Randy Peterson's here, Woo Pig, Maria Betancourt's in the room, Adina Michael, Amanda Elliott, and Debbie Marie are here. Jeff Curry, thank you for being here. Dolores Grant, Adina Michael, and Martha Oliveira, thank you so much for being here, darling. Let me see. Oh, look at there. There's my neighbor, Tracy Tobias, jumped in. The remixtress is here, as is Adina. Anyway, that hell of a way. Hello, George Murray. How you doing, brother? Boy, that really messed me up. That just threw me. Now I got to get my shit together because that really screwed up my head. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing fine. Yeah, a hell of a Tuesday we got going on. There's activity, baby. Oh, man. Shit. I always know there's something I'm forgetting. I got a card from Paulette Hallbeck in Plano, Illinois, today. And I didn't bring it in here. I think it's in the car. Oh, my God. Anyway. Anyway, it is Tuesday, baby. What's going on? Well, we're kicking up more dust over there in the January 6th committee. Sent out some more subpoenas, baby. They want to talk to old Rudy Giuliani. Hey, let's throw Sidney Powell in there, too. You know, that whack job lady that stood up there talking about Dominion machines, and Rudy's out there spouting his mouth all over shit. Yeah, and who was the third one? Jenna Ellis. She was one of the advisors. A lawyer one, I think. I can't remember her role in this shit right now. I can't think anything right now. Anyway, all three of them got subpoenas along with Boris Epstein. He was one of the Donnie boys over there at the Willard Hotel at the command center, you know, when everything was going on. But, yep. They want to talk to Rudy Giuliani because Rudy Giuliani was trying to advise Donnie Boy there to seize the voting machines. Y'all remember that shit. Yeah, we're going to see a whole lot more coming out of there. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, they all coordinate. Oh, or I had notes here. I'm trying to catch up. I just got in because it was Taco Tuesday. I just had my tacos. And thanks to Travis's Christmas gift, they were perfect tacos. Anyway, I'm trying to get my shit together because I walked in the door late. Anyway, easiest way to do this, just get in a freaking conversation with somebody. Let me see if I did this right. Oh, there's nobody there. Ain't nobody wants to talk to my ass anyway. Ain't that some shit? Come out here and put my time into this. Nobody wants to raise their hand. Oh, look at there. I got to coax you into it. Really? Really? Is that the way we're going to do it now? Nana Lovely, I see you out there. Thank you, darling. She came in with a $2 donation and said, oh, she said, my cup came. Let's chat over coffee. Are you shitting me? Now, Fancy, you should say that because I had a cup of your, I had a whole pot of your coffee this morning. Thank you very much. Where's the mouse? Oh, mouse. My tech guy came in and lost my mouse. Nana Lovely, a.k.a. Tammy Ames, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate that. Anyway, look at there. I can't get nobody. I tried to get Spark in the room, and he told me to bug off, too. Ain't that some shit? I tried to get him in the room, and he said no. Guess they don't want to talk to me no more. Ain't that some shit? Anyway, Tracy Tobias had to get tested for COVID today. I was asked to leave my physical therapy clinic because I had a runny nose and lung congestion. Twice vaxxed and boosted, baby. You're in good shape, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get it, because you could. On that note, I saw the advertisement today for the website that you could sign up to get home delivered tests, courtesy of Joe Biden and all that stuff. So yeah, I jumped in there and I put my name and address in there. You're supposed to get 4 tests. I don't think I have a need for one right now, but it's good to have one there if you're gonna, it keeps going around. Sparker, I thought I saw you jump in, and no, I can't do anything about it. I clicked you in. This Discord might be giving us hell today. Anyway, so I ordered that, so we're going to see how that works. They're not going to start shipping them out, I understand, until the end of January or something, so we'll see what happens. Spark, are you in the room now?
Discord is giving me hell today.
I mean to tell you.
I'm sitting there waiting for that green light to appear on the top of the screen to say.
I clicked on you a little while ago.
I know. I saw my hand turn green. I'm just sitting here waiting, staring at the screen. Come on.
That's the way my day's going. That's the way my day's gone all day, except for my tacos. My tacos were perfect. Travis had bought this gift. There was a present under the tree that said, can't beat this. And everybody was wondering what it is. And when we opened it up, it was taco shell holders. So you can put 3 tacos on your plate there, and it stands it up. It's stainless steel, got a little cup on the end for your pico de gallo there or whatever, your sauce. And but it holds 3 tacos upright. I tried it this evening, Marcia made tacos. Thank you, Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton. I had steak tacos tonight, and the little booger stood up in them little trays.
Hold up a soft shell?
Huh?
Will it hold up a soft shell flour taco?
Well, I imagine it would. Sure.
Um,
Sure.
that's the only way I eat them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You don't like the crunchy tacos?
No.
You ever had tacos saddled up, put some refried beans on a tortilla and then wrap that around your taco? Hold your taco together. See, your taco breaks up, falls all over the place. There you are with a messy taco. Get your flour tortilla, rub some beans on there, refried beans on it, and then just slap it around the outside of your taco, and no crumbs, buddy. I'm telling you.
Well, I make them up with the big flour tortillas and make them kind of like a burrito.
There you go. There you go.
That's the way I like them.
But this little thing that Travis got was just really handy because all the tacos were, if you ain't got them, you're standing up 3 tacos, which is what I eat, and you're trying to get the meat and the onions and everything in there. And if you let go of them, they're going to fall over. So you have to gently lay one down and then the rest, the other. Anyway, it was. I had to tell him when he came in. But can't beat that. That was pretty neat. That made tacos a whole lot easier to deal with. Anyways, Mark, what's going up in your neck of the woods? What's going on, bud?
Oh, I was out mowing the grass today.
Out mowing the grass.
I was out mowing the grass today.
Yeah.
And shit, I got rid of my old lawnmower yesterday.
Oh, you got that new one, didn't you?
Yeah, but I had an old snapper push mower.
Yeah.
Or walk behind, self-propelled.
Right.
I got tired of looking at it in my man cave out in the shop. So I just put it on Craigslist with a free tab on it.
Boy,
somebody come and snatched it up the next day.
I did a little mowing the other day. I'm
I
trying
don't
to keep
have to
myself.
look at it anymore.
We trying to keep myself busy. So, oh Lord, now I can't do that. Are you
now I'm gonna get rid of a piece of equipment and send there.
Bernadette, are you in here, baby?
Yeah.
I am, John. How are you?
I'm feeling fine. I want everybody to know that I'm feeling pretty damn good.
I'm so excited for you.
I am. I'm breathing easier. I feel better. Everywhere I go, there's rainbows and, butterflies flying around. Oh, it's just so wonderful. I'm telling you.
Your farts smell good and the whole bit. Huh?
I can smell them good. Really.
How many days?
We did that. Huh?
How many days?
How many days? I think we're on 11 or 12, something like that. I'm not trying to pay.
You got it licked now.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You got it licked now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mama and I both. My political advisor and I both, same time. That's the only way to go. The only way to go. And we're encouraging each other.
That is so cool.
Yeah, but, everything for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction thing.
Of course.
Well, of course. So you quit smoking. What's the next thing you got to do? Well, let's scrub all the nicotine off everything. Well, shit. This sounds like work. So, no,
work's going to keep you busy.
It is.
The busy keeps your mind occupied and, and your hands too. So
indeed, because we're thinking about painting and stuff.
It'll take a while to get that nicotine staying off your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I ain't even looking at my hands. Thanks for putting that in my head.
Put some paint on them first.
Yeah, put some paint on them. Nobody will even notice anymore.
There you go. I'm still trying to get
we are. We're pretty proud of ourselves. It's easier this time than we ever did before, ever tried before. We tried before and it didn't work out, but this time just feels different, baby. I'm more encouraged.
This is your time. This is your time.
Yep.
And all the planets are aligned. It's the age of Aquarius, and it's your time. And it's time to do it.
This is the dawning of the age. I know that song. Anyway.
No singing.
No singing. Don't do that shit in here. Anyway, they're debating right now, I understand.
Yes. I've been watching the debate. I got it on the
TV right in front of me.
Do you?
I've been watching.
Yeah, Bob Casey from Pennsylvania is talking right now.
Outstanding. Make them stand up there and defend their shit for blocking it.
Well, I read a tweet today. They were going to make it a talking filibuster.
That's what needs. Now look. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Just ask yourself. Hello, buddy Davis. I see you out there, brother. Ask yourself, who do these people work for? They work for us. Their job, if they're going to filibuster something, that means you stand on the floor and you talk. You just don't sit in your damn office and say, I'm filibustering. No, that just goes on forever. It's just a way to block something. And the Republicans are well known for using it to block voting rights and civil rights, anything that has to do with the masses. They're not for it, baby. And none of the Republicans.
That's all they've ever used it for.
Huh?
And that's all they've ever used it for.
That's what they've had. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, get up there and tell us why the citizens are not entitled to mail-in ballots.
Oh. They want
California,
you.
California just went all mail-in ballots. California just went all mail-in ballots, and I think it's a great idea.
I think it is.
Oregon does it, Utah does it, and they have great success with people turning out to vote.
Colorado does it. I think Washington does it.
And Utah does it, and they vote Republican all the time. Come on, that's
for the Republicans. That's the problem. It's too easy. Hell, if you make it too easy, everybody will vote.
John.
Huh?
Utah does it all the time, and Utah's
a red state,
and they voted for Mitt Romney. So it works, Democrat and Republican. The Republicans' talking points are fruitless, and they're just ineffective, and people got to stop believing that shit.
Well, I think I like Jeff Curry's comment. Make them stand and talk and no adult diapers and wear white pants.
Exactly.
I don't want to see when you shit your drawers, Bubby. No, but all kidding aside, that's exactly what this country needs. We need our government to do their job. We elect these senators to go up there. The Senate is supposed to be the well of the House that is more. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
The Senate is supposed to be the cooling saucer, so they call it.
The cooling saucer. It's where greater minds prevail, and
there's
things.
more decorum. There's more. All the rest of
the
that.
House is an animal. The House of Representatives is an animal pit, and we expect to find out of 400 some odd people. But look here, we got 100 senators. We're split right down the middle. So they say. I'm not too sure about that shit. I just, I'm tired. Who was it this evening? Somebody. I just caught it on TV a little while ago. Somebody on our side said it too. Claiborne, Jim Claiborne, this evening said, or sometime this morning, today, whatever, he said that when Republicans come to a fight, they carry an axe. When Democrats show up, we come with a butter knife. I'm tired of that kind of analogy shit. I really am. What I want out of my government, out of my Democratic government.
It doesn't inspire people to get out and follow the Democrats. It doesn't inspire people to follow you dumbasses. And he's a Democrat. Our messaging sucks, John. It sucks big time.
I'm tired of this bullshit of this reputation that the Democratic Party is a party of tree huggers, libtards, whatever bullshit they want to call us. That's not who we are. We have to show them we are fighting for this shit, and it's worth fighting for. That's what bothers me. I'm fine. I'm all for the January 6th subpoenaing these people. Let's get after it, baby. Let's get this shit public. Let's shove it up their ass. Let's have a talking filibuster. Let's see our government at work. This is it's a game of money for them. I'm sick of it. You're supposed to do your job. Stand on the floor of the House of Representatives and stand in the well of the Senate. Let me hear your argument. And I don't want your argument to be in an empty house.
Yeah.
That's, they get away with so much shit. They don't even have to show up unless there's a vote going on. And that's only if it's within their schedule and they got time for it, I guess.
The camera only shows the person who's speaking in the Senate.
They don't show the rest of the House because most of the time it's empty. Most of the time there's nobody there. Don't let me be rude. Jeremy, are you in the room, brother?
Damn it, let's go hunting for real voter fraud, because 9 times out of 10 ends up being a Republican.
Still looking for it, bub? How are you doing, my friend?
It's easy to find.
I'm
It says
good.
Republican.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's them they find. They find themselves cheating. And I always remind people that people didn't hear this charge because they were outraged, and they should have been at what Derek Chauvin did. But he was also convicted of voter fraud because he owned a second house in Minnesota, and he voted from that address too. The same year he killed George Floyd. That was part of his charges.
Boy, howdy shit. And a Republican to boot. Seems to me all this stuff they've caught about voter fraud and stuff happened to be Republicans.
90% of the time it is.
That's who's doing it. And then they scream about it. And then they change the laws on the pretext that, oh, look here, all this voter fraud. It's self-fulfilling prophecy is what they're doing. They scream about it, and then they get some of their own people to go out there and do it so they can point to them, I guess, and say, see there? I don't know. I just you know, the idea of making voting easy for every citizen should be paramount for all of us. It should be the most basic thing that you should be able to do in this country is to vote. It's what our whole system is based on. You know, you take away that vote, you take away democracy is what you do. What are you left with? You're left with an autocracy, an oligarch society, or some bullshit like that. And that's what they're going for, baby. Because I guess some of them think they're going to be all powerful or whatever. I don't know.
Forever powerful. That's what they want.
Let me
They
see.
want forever powerful.
Yes, that's what they want.
But you know what? There are some Republican states or Republican-led legislatures out there that aren't falling for the gerrymandering and shit like that. And you know, Ohio State Supreme Court shot down their Republicans trying to gerrymander the hell out of their fucking state the other day. And that was a good thing to see, you know. And we need to talk about things that are happening like that. You know, I saw the AG of Michigan say that she was going to go after these. They got more than enough evidence to get these guys who went after the governor or the electoral votes letter.
Right.
That.
Yeah, they say that has a chance to go through.
Yeah, you know, and that's a good thing. You know, we need to see more action like that on the state level, saying that we're not just going to buy into this Republican states' rights bullshit that they're, you know, complaining about.
And that is a big, you know, we're looking at, you know, all politics is local, they say. So, yeah, every senator, every congressman, it's a state election. Your governors have a lot to do with how we go. And I'm glad you said that, Bernadette, because it leads me into my 2 for Blue tonight. And it is.
I'm always trying.
Y'all forgive me for this one because this one is just pure mine. This one's my 2 for Blue. Beto O'Rourke is running for governor of Texas. Right now, Greg Abbott, he's not doing too well in the money raising department there. He's having some problems. There's some other Republicans running against his ass. So I don't think Greg Abbott has a snowball's chance of winning this election for governorship. But another Republican sneak in. Those of you in blue states that are in solid blue and you're comfortable with your position that you're in, that's why we created this 2 for Blue, is to try to urge those people to, if you're going to donate some political dollars out there, and you're comfortable where you are, please think about donating those to red states where blue candidates are running. That's where we need to take the power back. And to help in that fight is a direct donation. You can go to BetoO'Rourke.com. You can find his links to his Act Blue account and any other way to assist in his campaign. I would appreciate it personally, as would he. He's a great guy, and I hope he does wonders for Texas, but we need to get him in. And this year he stands a damn good chance because, hell, he damn near beat Ted Cruz, and that was very close. I mean, this guy's on fire.
That was very close.
It was very close.
And he could pull it off for beating Greg Abbott's dumbass, because even the Republicans don't want Greg Abbott.
Yeah, I think anybody could run and beat Greg Abbott at this point. His numbers are, you know, he's an asshole. He's a total jerk, and he's a puppet for Donald Trump, and it's obvious. My whole state government is, from my governor, lieutenant governor, my attorney general, my senators. Are you shitting me? Half my congressmen, they can't crawl up his ass deep enough. That's what's scary.
You know, he turns against his puppets. He's turning against his puppet DeSantos now.
Yeah, he is, because he don't like Ron DeSantos there getting any better publicity than Donnie
any street cred.
He's got to slap him down a little bit, put him back in his place. Let me send out a thank you to Sister Funkenstein, who came in with a $5 donation and said, John, how's your appetite? That one's a big plus. Eating everything. Please update the dog shop by the neighbor. Omicron breakthrough cases on the rise. Get well soon at Tracy Tobias. My neighbor's got something going on. I didn't see it. Darling, take care of yourself. And she says she loves the Blue Dot family and fuck Donald Trump. Said it there. The update on the dog. Well, I don't have much in that. It's between the two neighbors, the guy that shot the dog and the guy that owns the dog. I just provide the videotape. I understand there was law enforcement contacted, and
really?
Yeah, I'm just sitting back watching, see what happens here.
Watching the show. Huh?
I noticed that he has not been down here driving around like he always used to. You know, he came down here all the time, cruised in front of our house all the time. He stopped doing that because the guy whose dog he shot is right across the street from me, so he has to pass his house too. And all of a sudden, I think he's embarrassed about that. You know, so
he should be embarrassed. He shouldn't be embarrassed for fucking breathing air after what he did to that damn dog.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a waste of the air that Mother Nature provides. Anyway, he's an asshole. I have absolutely pictures. See? Right here. See? Warning. My neighbor is a jackass. Indeed, baby, indeed.
The perfect sign.
It is. It comes in handy. Because it is. I don't know what the guy's problem is. It's over. I live in his head. That's what it is. I live in his head, and I'm rent-free. He can't spend a day without, thinking about me. I love it. Anyway, I hope he rots in hell. That's all I can say.
He probably will.
If there's a religion, if that religion stuff's going on, shit, yeah. I know it. I just got it on videotape. Why, too? Because you're a dick. Yes, Alpha Dog 510. That's what he did. One Trump neighbor shot another Trump neighbor's dog. So you got two Trumpers out there, and isn't this awkward? Anyway, as my son, if he was in the room, would remind me to talk about something else.
Yes, talk about something else.
They consume enough of my freaking life. Anyway, what else I got written? Oh, we're losing more people. Jesus, this just pisses me off. Really? Who do we got now? We got Jim Langervin. He is a congressman out of Rhode Island. And Jerry McNerney, congressman out of California. Both Democrats. Yep, they're not running. They're retiring. They're going to give it up. That makes 24 Democratic congressmen that aren't seeking re-election.
If they force everybody to, put their stocks and bonds in blind trust and all the rest of that, these people won't be able to make money so freely. So, I can see why
sounds like a good idea. That you not dabble in the stock market while you're working for the people. I just think that's a good form of ethical behavior. It prevents you from making money off of the people.
Set it aside for the amount of time that you're in Congress.
Yes.
Whether it's the House or you're
getting
Senate.
paid a nice salary.
And then maybe these motherfuckers wouldn't spend 40, 50, 60 years in the damn Congress.
Oh.
Just hanging out, collecting salary and, making themselves rich.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. What are you going to do? What are you going to do in here? I'm being visited by my pit bull. It's a my pit bull. Oh, come here. Come here. There she is. Can you see it? There she is. There's her head. Show me your face. Show me your pretty face. Look at a pretty face. Okay, look, you got to go. You're going to distract Daddy, so you got to go. Look, I ain't got nothing to eat up here.
And you're worse than a squirrel. You're way bigger than a squirrel.
Come on, let's go. Come on. No.
And you're worse than a squirrel. You're way bigger than a squirrel.
A lot bigger than a squirrel, too.
Yeah, she is.
I did not think about that when I started the show, that she was still in the living room. Anyway, she's my sweetie. What can I say?
Right on.
She loves me. Anyway, where were we? Some rat killing. The amount of Democrats, 24, I think, now. And I think there's also
Some people just get fed up with it.
Yeah, well, both of these are long-term congressmen. You got to give them that. They've been in there for decades. One of them, the one from California, Jerry McNary. California's getting a new district, District 9.
Okay.
Yeah, California picked up a new district, and I guess they're redoing the map.
No, we lost the district.
I thought you gained a district.
No.
Texas gained 2.
2 Republicans.
Yes, dear. Of course, they're gonna draw the map to make that, a for sure thing. Yeah, that's what gerrymandering's all about.
Yeah.
It's almost sad that we can sit out here and we know the answer to these problems to stop gerrymandering. Make it a standardized district. No squiggly octopus lines. Those are simple things, common sense things that we think we should have in this country. But we don't. When we allow that, when we allow a district to look like an octopus, that's just outright wrong, and it flies in the face of everything this country stands for. That is a sure sign that politicians are picking the voters and not the voters picking the politicians. And that's where we get into trouble, baby. That's where we start getting into trouble. It's in the state houses that we start losing our shit, that we losing our freedoms in the states by taking away the vote, by making it harder to vote. If they can do that, they can take away anything you got, baby. Because you won't have a voice in it.
Mitt Romney's up there talking now.
Oh, what? Pray tell, I wonder, is Mitt Romney saying?
Like this?
It's
computer.
This legislation.
Hello, Tony Boyd.
Hey.
Hey.
They calling from me.
Yeah, we calling. Are you going to answer the question?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Tony. How are you, brother?
I'm doing fine. The reason I said they're calling for me because this daggone green thing that says accept is still sitting there.
Is it?
I didn't know if I got in.
This Discord thing is it's aggravating. It's got some glitches in it all of a
Yeah.
sudden. It used to not have so many, but now it's really had some problems. And it makes it difficult on a show when they're trying to do this, and people aren't coming in when you click on them.
Yeah, it's still sitting there, but at least you can hear me. No, I was talking to Paulette. It's our 36-year anniversary.
Today is y'all's 36?
Yesterday was.
Yesterday was.
Yesterday's
Oh, well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
A
you.
good thing it's not today, or you'd be in trouble for being on here.
No. She just come in, and I had got her something through the mail. I had got her a set of headphones and mic, like I got through the mail today for her computer at home at her house, and I told her it wouldn't be here till today. So she's just opening it up, and that's what I got on mine, Paulette. That's a buffer you put on the mic. She wondered what the little spongy thing was, that you put over your mic.
Yes.
Right.
A mouse.
Yeah, no,
No, it's a cover.
Yeah.
cover for your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If it's a fuzzy
She
one, they
said-
call it a mouse.
no, this is smooth. It ain't fuzzy.
Oh.
Smooth like a cat with no skin.
Oh, there
no
you
fur.
go.
There you go.
Yeah. No, she wanted one. She liked mine when she talked to y'all the other day.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She said, "Oh, these are nice. These are nice." I ordered her a pair. I ordered her a set of headphones out, telling her, So she's happy
Right
with that.
on.
Outstanding.
Yeah. She said, "Can I plug it right in my computer?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You don't have to. There's no program to load or nothing. The computer accepted."
There you go.
So that's what I was doing. And when I looked over, and I said, "Accept," and the little thing just kept sitting. Now it disappeared now, but it kept sitting there. That's when I said, "Can you hear me?" You know?
Ah, outstanding.
But I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm just stiff from old age and arthritis, you know, and I'm loosening it up. And I gotta go see my doctor tomorrow at 2 o'clock
Yeah,
for my.
that's always
For
good.
you. Bravo.
Tell him we said hello.
Bravo. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
He going. Only thing I hate about it is he'll do one of them military physicals. You know what I'm talking about, John?
Yes, sir.
Check up the butt
Yeah,
thing. I
yeah,
hate
yeah, 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 yeah.
God, I
Let's
hate
get on with the business, buddy. Let's go. No conversation here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I hate it. He says, me and him known each other since kids, and he said, "You know what I gotta do?"
Well,
I
that's
said,
awkward.
Yeah, I know what you gotta do. You know, but then they do a PSA test too on me, which is very good. It's 0.01. You know, so I'm gonna ask him tomorrow. I said, "If you're
Ain't
gonna
it?
do a PA test on me, why you gotta run your finger up my butt?"
Yeah, really. I got the PSA.
It's
What's
a
up? They
family
didn't say. Yeah,
show.
they said nothing.
Yeah.
And why are you smiling
I
so big when we do?
No kidding. I hate it. Oh God, that's the only part of it I hate.
Oh, you guys are freaking wusses. You have no idea. You don't want me to talk about what a woman goes through in a doctor's office, okay?
No,
you don't
let's
even
don't.
want
It's
to go
family
there.
show here.
Take
No,
the
I can only
fingers and just
imagine.
move on, okay?
I agree. I agree. I understand, Burnett.
I
I
go
agree.
when
Okay.
I have to. That's about it. I
Your
don't
bitch
like
ass
going.
whining.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna discuss what you women have to go through when y'all get
Okay,
this.
thank you. You don't want to know.
No,
Just
you're
leave it
right.
at
Not
that.
trying to change the subject, but we got something in the mail today too that was a present
What'd
that
you get?
came late. It
Right on.
was a Christmas present. We knew it was ordered. We knew it was mailed from the company, and then we got an email from the company saying, "Hey, we don't know what happened to your packages." A lot of people's packages that ordered from this company, and
Okay.
for about 7, 8, 9 days, whatever it was, there was no tracking record of the tracking label that was generated from the place it was shipped from. Anyway, long story short, they finally found them and they expedited shipment and it arrived today, and we got spoons, baby. We got spoons now.
Oh, right. I remember you saying
Alright.
that you
Yes.
ordered some spoons.
We got some
Right on.
musical spoons.
Right
It's
on.
the kind of spoons that Travis and Tyler and me, we was all Mama too, been passing
I
around
remember
because they're
those.
quite easy to play.
Yeah.
You know, if you can carry a rhythm, it's a pretty easy. The way this company makes them, they're made out of wood, and it's not two spoons; they're connected there. So you just basically have to hold on to them and tap them between
Right
your
on.
leg and your hand. And
Noise makers.
yes, it's a noise maker. It
Yeah.
goes right along with the cajon that's sitting right there next to it. Now we have the cajon and the
Yeah.
spoons going. I told them now all we need is a banjo. That's it. Need to get a banjo.
And
or-
tambourine or
Yeah.
something like that. Some
Yeah.
more
Make us a whole
percussion
band.
instruments. And yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Tyler wants to get an instrument, but he wants to get a saxophone. That's what Tyler wants. Tyler wants
Okay.
to save up to get a saxophone. He found one for about $275, something like that on. I don't know where he found it, Amazon or somewhere. I don't know. But that's what he wants to do. He wants to play the sax, and Tyler's pretty damn good on. And both my
Right on.
kids, Travis and Tyler, both are pretty musically inclined. They both play the drums. Travis plays the hell out of the guitar. You wouldn't believe how good he can play.
Well, yesterday and today, Dominic and I have been out flying his drone.
Oh, check it out. How's that working?
Yeah. That is working pretty good. I mean, he's getting the whole learning how to navigate it and make it hover and take it where he wants to and spin it around in the air. And yeah, so once he gets feels comfortable with the navigation, then we'll get the camera turned on so he can actually see where he's going
Yeah.
from above. But he's just having a blast just flying that damn thing around the yard.
Oh, that's what Travis and Tyler would be doing, flying it around. But it's cool that it's got the cameras. Do you have
Yes,
do
it
you
does
have
have the camera.
do you have a video screen on the controller so you see what your
It it's an app you could put on your phone, and
Well, of course it is.
controller can hold the phone. Okay, and so it makes it look like a little screen on there. Yeah.
Burnett, I was curious, is this drone sophisticated enough that it has like a safety net? It's essentially a cage, an invisible cage it'll keep it in, so it won't go more than, say, 40 feet this way or that way, up or down. Those help out a lot on those drones in the winter.
I think if it gets out of range, it starts making a little noise that he can hear that he's like going too far or something like that. I'm not really sure. But, he's going to take it, we got 20 acres, so he's going to take it and push it to its limit and crash it out in the field and the whole bit.
Well, better him crash the toy, cheaper versions in the $1,000.
Exactly, exactly. And so
those are a lot more
this
painful.
is a little cheaper version, less than $100, and so, it
I want one of them that you hit the button and it comes back to you.
Yeah, we didn't get that one. He needed to learn how to fly first.
Yeah.
So, hey, John, mine can be,
and it's pretty durable. He's crashed this thing, and it's pretty durable, so it can hold up. So
what was that, Jeremy?
Mine can be 400 feet out or 400 feet up, and almost, well, not 400, about 380 feet up,
right,
and about a mile off. And if it loses connection, it comes back to where I was standing without me telling it to.
There you go.
Right on.
There you go.
Home button on it. Yeah.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Push a button, have it just come back. Because
yesterday he flew it around the house, which he had to really get it to hover and navigate and go where he wanted to, because I got plants and all kind of stuff. He managed to propagate one plant, which I thought was pretty good. Just one. Okay.
Just one?
So yeah, just one. He propagated one plant. That's cool. He started in some water. But he was landing on an X that I put down on the floor for him, and he was getting that skill down, learning how to land it, land it where he wants to land it. So it was kind of cool. Today he took it outside and flew around the yard. Yeah. While he's out there, I got the video, and I'm looking at the video of him flying around the yard.
If I had one, I'd be one of the people where you take it off, and in the video, somebody's watching you, and then it goes up in the air and turns around and comes down and crashes into 10 pieces. Yeah, that'd be my luck. That'd be my luck.
I saw him crash. I saw him crash. It's fun.
Oh, they are.
He's having a good time with it.
Go ahead, Spark.
Our new senator, Alex Padilla, is speaking now. He should be our Secretary of State.
Yes, I remember him.
He can talk about voting.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to him yet, but Romney didn't talk very long.
What's Romney's excuse for not voting for this?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody asked Republicans what they wanted.
You should reach across the aisle. Blah blah blah. We're good guys.
Yeah, you wrote this bill without any of our input and all this shit.
That's all bullshit, because the Republican Party, every one of them are lined up against this shit. Every one of them are lined up against everything that Biden wants to do right now.
Georgia, and then I had to turn it off because I got about ready to do something at the TV. What about water? But you can't give water to people standing in line.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You also got to remember that Romney comes from a religion where up until the 70s, up until 75, Romney's religion believed that anyone that had darker skin than him is because they turned their back to God. He doesn't give a shit about black people.
No,
he really doesn't.
Yeah, if you start delving into the beginnings of that religion, it's on shaky ground as far as I'm concerned. But who am I to say whose religion is the true one or not? In my book, well, y'all know my book. Anyway, it is.
If you ask me, the country's never given a shit about black people voting. I mean, it took to 65 to get the Voting Rights Act, and it had been amended every 10
it was filibustered every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
And so was civil rights legislation.
Same shit that they're doing today. And so this country has never wanted black people to vote. And and we have the proof of it. We have the proof of it.
Unification really is
By
our
what?
problem, because that's what the biggest problem. I was saying this a long time ago. When the Republicans put up candidates, they'll come up with one freaking candidate and they all get behind them. Democrats will have 3 or 4. It's when Republicans decide that they're going to be against something, all of them are against it. Every one of them, lockstep, right down to the final one. Ain't nobody going to budge in that line.
That we're having. They are.
We want to negotiate. We want to reach across the aisle. It ain't happening.
But John, what they're lockstep about, it ain't even voting rights. It's everything Democrat.
Everything that Biden wants to do.
Everything Biden wants to do.
This Build Back Better plan, I swear, sometimes I think that to get the Build Back Better plan, because the way it's proposed right now, Republicans can stand over the other side and go, oh, this is just too much money. My great-grandchildren will be paying this forever and blah, blah, blah. This is not the way America works. And because it's a blanket number. It's a big number. Let's slice it up into pieces of what it is, and let's put each piece line by line if we have to. Put it on the damn floor and make them say no to each thing.
How much did they give them military budget this year?
That's military budget's just everybody chumps in on that one.
Hey,
nobody says no.
They bypassed the filibuster to make that happen, didn't they?
They just bypassed the filibuster to raise the debt ceiling. And Christian Sinema and Joe Manchin voted for it because they had the Republican blessings that they could do that, I guess. So this bullshit that both of them are saying they want reach across the aisle here and get some unification. Dude, kiss my ass. If they want to do something, they're going to do it. If we want to do it, well, we got to discuss it for a little while. Bullshit. I'm tired of that shit. But what can we do about it when we got 2 senators ourselves that will not cross the line?
Better get Biker Leo in.
Look, let's take this back. Build Back Better was part of the package, remember? And when the progressives decided, well, we'll go ahead and we'll vote on infrastructure and we'll let Build Back Better come up separately. That's when this shit hit the fucking fan. Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin already knew, but they had already said that they would vote for this shit.
Yeah.
This fucking Freedoms to Vote Act was written by Joe Manchin.
Yes, this is Joe Manchin's bill.
One of his Republican friends. This is his fucking bill. Is a bipartisan bill.
That's what makes you know that there's some bullshit going on.
Bullshit, what they keep saying. This is bullshit.
The Freedom to Vote Act is right out of Joe Manchin's ink pen. He's the one that came up with that. And now all of a sudden they're standing on the sideline going, oh, I don't know about this. Bullshit. It's the fact that both of them, Christian Sinema and Joe Manchin, they are dependent upon the Republican vote.
Racists are in the Senate. Let everybody put up a vote, and we'll figure out who the fuck is voting for this shit and who's not.
We need to make Joe Manchin and Christine Sinema irrelevant, which means that we have to pick up Wisconsin. We have to pick up Pennsylvania. We have to retain Georgia. North Carolina's on the list, baby. These are states that we can do.
Yeah.
If we get together and do this shit. Let me send
out
that.
Get Biker Leo in.
Yeah, let me send out a quick thank you to Catman56 who came in with a $3 donation and said a little bit of money to the Blue Dot family, a little bit to Beto, a little bit to Marcus Flowers, and pass the ammo, baby. Let's go, Keith. Semper Fi, my friend. And Sister Fuckenstein came back again with $5 and said all states that submitted fraudulent documents should be charged. All January 6th insurrectionists should be trespassed for life from the Capitol. No Republican support voting.
And these people who sign their names to these fraudulent papers, they should not be allowed to run for it. No, they shouldn't be allowed to run for an elected office because that's what's happening in Arizona. I know 147 of them that should not be allowed to run again. I'm not talking about the ones that are already in Congress. I'm talking about the ones that signed these fraudulent documents and sent them in. as electors.
Yeah.
These people who signed their names to these, there's a guy in Arizona who signed his name to that shit. He's running for public office.
Yes, I
in
think he's running for
Congress.
Secretary of State. I seen the lady
No,
running
it's in
for
Congress.
governor.
There are people who's running for state offices, and there's
Yes.
people who's running for federal offices. This is bullshit.
Yeah, the ones that's what I mean. We need to watch the state races because they're trying to pack. Oh, baby, you ought to see some of them on the list anyway. Let's get Biker Leo in here. Leo Sahaki, how in the hell are you doing, my friend?
I ain't dead yet.
Well, that's
Yeah,
hey,
good.
that's always the number one thing on my list every damn day I wake up. Am I dead yet? If the answer is no, you're starting
Hold
off
up,
good.
John.
Brother, how are you
Bernadette.
doing?
Bernadette, I'm sitting here with the Cavendish pack. It's a little harsh, but I do believe you need a hit of this.
Take a hit for me, bro. Puff, puff, pass.
You, John, I'm doing okay. I'm
Good.
doing real okay. In
Now
fact, I
I'm
think
just paying attention, man. I'm paying attention, and I'm tired of these fuckers. I'm nursing blue dots on Discord, telling them to take a break. The rest of us got this shit. While you need to go take a fucking mental break because people are freaking the fuck out at what these assholes
you gotta
are
hit this
doing.
pipe, girl. You got to hit this pipe.
I'm not freaking out. I got plenty to smoke, hon. Plenty.
I wish I was
You need to
living
get
up
all
where
that
she lives.
sativa shit and go to
Okay.
the indica shit.
Shoot.
I
But
love
anyway,
her passion. Leo, how's everything going out there in Tennessee, brother?
Well, aside from this white shit that's out here that I thought I left.
Heard about that. My brother lives up in that shit.
Oh, man, hold it. I thought I put that shit behind me, but maybe not. Outside of that, I'm doing good. And in fact, I'm going to make the announcement here right now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, if I had a
My
drum
life.
roll, wait a minute. I ain't got no drum roll.
If you want to, go ahead. I mean, I can do that. I do have those. Ready? I have decided that I'm relaxing more. Y'all know that.
I knew
Good
you was
for
trying
you.
to.
I have found a way to do that, and I am announcing it here. I am about to start renovating the 14-foot John boat that I just bought.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh.
And we're going to, and this is, Leo's going to attack renovating it. Let's think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll be fun, buddy. You're
I may turn this into a time machine for all I know.
Okay.
But
It's
anyway,
a good project. man.
it'll
It's a
do
good
wonders for
project.
your mental outlook. It will
well,
because you get involved
I
in
may do a couple of lives from out there, right out on the lake here in Fall Creek Falls. I may do a couple of lives out there.
there you go.
Right on. Right
There you
on.
go.
But now,
If I could
going
get my
into
damn
it.
kayak in the water, I'd love doing it from the kayak.
you know, that would really be fucking cool, man. But, John, I just got a message from one of our others, Gene Shankly. Or,
Yes.
Yeah. I think,
Gene Shanky.
Well, yeah, Shanky. What about a dog got killed down there? I have not seen or heard anything
Oh,
about
Lord.
this, and I'm sorry if you're repeating it.
Well, we came home one day and the neighbor's dog was found dead out in the street. So we went to the security cameras, find out what happened to the dog. Video camera shows a shot come from my neighbor down the street's house. Dog turns around and runs back down the road, comes back down, lays down and dies. And there was no reason for it.
This
Dog
is
was
the
in the
same
street.
ones that have been. These are the same ones that have been terrorizing Jenny and all that shit.
That's the ones. You think
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
got it on
frightened?
your-
I
you
check
got
my
it on
fences all the
video,
time.
right?
I'm scared to death that donkey will get out. If she gets out and
Well,
goes
no,
down
I'm
that
telling
street,
you, man, that it may not be as a big. I don't know what they'll do there, but that is definitely a crime here.
yes, the owners
Yeah.
of the dog contacted the law enforcement, so waiting to see what happens here. I'm sure they're not going to come.
Now, are you in the middle of a fight, Trumper between Trumpers?
Yes.
That?
Yes,
Fuck that.
and one of them, the one who owned the dog, came over real nice, thanked us for the video and asked us more about what happened, and we provided them with some. Travis did some, close-up work so he could zoom in. And
As long
see
as they
everything.
didn't walk away saying "Let's go, Brandon," we're good.
No. This one guy down the street's the only one with the "Left Go Brandon" signs left up. He's the one where I live in his head. He loves me. He can't think anything else but me. You know, I'm sure
Well, that's a
he's
good
got
thing
posters
on
on
that
there on
end,
his wall,
anyway.
I bet. I
We
don't
talk
know.
about somebody who needs to take a break.
No shit. No shit.
really.
Find a life, buddy. Anyway.
But now let's get back to what we can't take a break from.
The
And
rat
that
killing.
is- No, yeah, I could use a little more of that too. God damn. They will eat through your pipes. No, this is
Everything.
the second time. We've run them out. They were in the house. We've run them out of the
Cats.
house. Well,
I got
how am I gonna
15
do
of 'em,
cats
Leo.
and 2 Weimaraners? I don't think so.
I got 50. I got dogs. I
No,
got
you don't
dogs,
have
but
Weimaraners,
them
John.
cats, they live outside. I feed them, but
Well, I tried doing that, but they seem to just be now under the house if they're, and I guess that's just one more place I've really got to concentrate on.
Yeah.
But it's got to warm up a little bit out
welcome
there.
to the country, my friend.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
Yeah.
getting back to the real problems, I'm at the point of both Mansion and Cinema. So just go ahead and declare your loyalty to the Republican Party. We are not going to get anything from them. Now Cinema came out and said all this about, she believes in voting rights and all of that. But you
Bullshit.
don't want to change a rule that isn't even a fucking rule.
Yes,
Y'all,
the filibuster is not something that's written in stone. It's not in the
There's
Constitution.
nothing constitutional about the
No.
filibuster. Nothing.
It's a rule in the Senate.
Okay, that's more important than voting rights to
It's
use.
an archaic rule.
Yes.
It's a rule designed to do exactly what these people are
What
doing.
it is
with
doing
the
right
rule.
now.
There to put in Jim
Exactly.
Crow laws. That's all. It was put there during the Jim Crow era, and that's what they were using
But
it
see,
for.
they sell it. They sell the filibuster as a way to bring the Senate together, to force consensus, to have people reach across the aisle, which is wonderful on paper. Politicians make it sound so good, and it's a bunch of bullshit.
That ain't going to happen tomorrow, and it ain't going to
It
happen.
ain't gonna
for the
happen.
next 10 years.
It is, the problem for me, Leo, is that we've been putting up with this shit since Obama was in there. They use this shit. It is deny and delay everything. They are more than willing to hurt this country in any way, whether it be physical violence, whether it be economic destruction. I don't care, whether it be people dying from COVID. They don't
As
care how
long as
bad
they
this
have
country
the
gets,
right
because the worse
people
it gets,
voting.
they can point to it and say, see, look how bad it is. That's the game plan of the Republicans. Make it as bad as they can so they can point to it.
As long as they get the right people voting, they don't really care.
The
a
right
bit.
people in the right places, Leo.
That's all they're caring
That's all
about.
it takes.
We have but one choice in all of this, John, and everybody else. We have one choice and no other choice. And
Yep.
that is, I mentioned it today in my live, John. I know, as few as I'm doing, I did one today, and you were called upon in it.
Right.
But what I said was, in doing what we do, the one thing now that I know I will not do, and I'm sure you will not do, is rest on our laurels.
No,
Nope.
no.
We won 2020. I don't give a fuck.
18
who wants to
and
bitch about
2020.
it. We won. But so what? It ain't 2020 no
Yeah,
more.
it ain't 2020.
And I am not going to just sit back and wait. Okay, you and I worked hard. A lot of people worked
Yeah.
real hard. And I suppose we could, rest on our laurels a little bit with all of this. Hell
We
no.
can't. We
Yeah.
can't.
This has got to be all of us. All of us. If, the guardians of liberty, all of us
Yes.
have got to get out there and bring more with us.
That's
this
the key,
has got to
Leo.
be voted out.
Is to keep that, because you're right. We did it in 2020. We did it in 2018. We were motivated, baby. But now just because Donnie Boy is not in office is not the time, because look what the Republican Party is doing with that. He's keeping on with the big lie. He's in Arizona pumping all sorts of shit, even talking about how white people can't get vaccinated, because the Democrats are giving it all to black and brown
They're
people.
put at the back of the line. No, we're not.
Jesus,
And by
that's
the way,
some
if
nasty
you
shit they're
want to
talking.
use that the science of that.
Yes.
We have done that forever. race makes a difference in science as far as medicine. So, and then that's just turning it on us.
The sad part is
that.
hate is so easy to sell in this country, Leo.
Yes.
That's the sad
Precisely.
part of it, is that hate is so easy to sell.
We have to stand there with this deadpan face and say, no, I'm voting.
Yeah.
And we
Yes.
are not going to accept what you're selling.
We have to vote. We keep running this out there that, we want to get the Freedom to Vote Act passed. We want to get the John Lewis the voting
rights.
Yeah, there's another word in there I'm forgetting. Voting Act.
Voting rights act.
Restoration, I think. These well, boy, howdy shit. Trying to remember a single word and
Cavendish
losing your whole
is really
train of
good. I
thought.
believe
Boy,
he's
howdy
doing that.
shit. This is not going good
Squirrel.
nowadays. While I pause my brain, let me thank S. Warren, who came in with a $5 donation and said, Gary Chambers, running for U.S. Senator in Louisiana against Kennedy, is smoking weed in his latest campaign ad.
All that.
And
Oh,
it's
it's
a serious
hilarious.
good ad. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
saw
see the
that.
politician running for office who's bold enough to do that.
Yeah, he did. Right on, bruh.
Good for him. A
Right
lot
on,
of
bruh.
Republicans will vote for his ass for that shit.
In
Yep.
it.
Because
In
people
it.
they're
Watching
tired
the
of
video
that
with him
discussion
calling
going
out
on.
the other
Marijuana should
asshole.
not be a class 1 drug. Are you shitting every one of us out here? Really? We all know it's not. We all know it's not.
You do know that Xanax is not a class 1 drug.
Not a class 1 drug. Boy, get hooked
No.
on that shit. Let's see how far you drive.
Yeah.
No. There's
But,
always been a
that guy's
lobbyist
mad.
against that shit, because of the God thing, because of the morality thing. Are you shitting me? Don't talk to me about it unless you're willing to start closing down bars, baby.
And let me
Your
ask
laws
your
mean
kids
shit.
about
No
it,
drinking
too.
and driving. Go look at the bar parking lot, baby. What do you think all them people are? They're in the bar. Guess what they're doing? They're drinking. Guess what they're going to do afterwards? They're going to drive. But that's against the law, John. Bullshit with your law. Who gives a shit about your law? I'm driving. Here we go, baby. Don't talk to me about pot. I hate it when people do that because that's what I throw up in their
Precisely.
freaking face. I don't see anybody killing people on the highway out smoking pot. I just don't.
This guy's particular ad, though, went beyond that.
Good.
He
Yeah.
called out the hypocrisy
Yeah, he did.
of a couple of members of the panel that he was discussing to, and called to the point where the woman walked the fuck out because she knew she was busted. So, we're starting to see people come up that will stand against this hypocrisy.
It's always been a way to control the masses. To control, in the early years, the war against marijuana was basically against black people and Hispanic
Yep.
people. That's where it was
That's who was
targeted. That's what it
smoking
was
most,
used
so they
against.
thought.
It was a way to create slave labor in the prison industries.
Yep.
It's been used for a lot of bullshit. For a plant that grows anywhere, you're not going to get rid of a plant that Bubba can grow in his backyard. That's number one. And two, I'm on the, anybody that asks me and asks me about it, I think it has great medicinal properties. Great medicinal properties.
All kinds of
The pharmaceutical
Ask me
industry,
about
they got a pill everything from the depths of your depression to the heights of your erection. They got a pill for you, baby. And they're the biggest drug pushers in the world are in your doctor's office. You only need probably half of them they prescribe.
Big Pharma is becoming one of the bigger backers of legalization, however. They have realized that there's money to be made there.
Yeah. There is. There is money to be made there.
Everybody in California has realized that.
You can either increase your tax base by legalizing it, or in the case of Texas, I always say we got a whole lot of that drug war, federal drug war money. We got a big ass border down there. Y'all seen our border? It's a long ass border with Mexico. We need a lot of money to help protect that. We got to build walls and fences, so they can't just throw the bales and just yeah. That's the political. That's the economical reason Texas can't do it is because so much law enforcement is sucking off the tit of the federal government on the drug war. It backs up a whole lot of their shit down here, and they get a lot of that money.
Oh, they just running off their mouths like any of the others up there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, that's what I came in for. I'm gonna renovate a boat. I'm gonna start putting pictures up the day I start the way it is now.
What are you gonna name the boat?
I've never done it before. I have a dog that is a blue. Blue is my favorite color.
Well, there you go.
I am painting the bottom of the boat blue. I believe that boat's name is Blue.
There you go. I remember my father built a boat. It was the first boat that I ever was involved in helping build. This was a pretty good sized boat. Everything from bending the keel, we had big pipes welded up on one end full of water over a big fire pit to put beams in to boil them for days to get them so he could bend them between trees. We're talking about a nice boat. You know what the name of the boat was?
I don't know.
The Pepatanjo San Lee. It was
what?
The Pepatanjo San Lee. I'll never forget it. It was part of everybody's name in the family. Pepatanjo San Lee.
But he made it work. I don't know what language it would be in, but he made it work. That's cool. Out.
Anyway, Leo, have fun with your boat, buddy. Enjoy it. Enjoy working on it. You know what they say? A boat is a hole in the water that you throw money into. So,
shut up. I've already done it.
That's what you do.
Y'all take care of yourselves. If you get a chance, the live I did today, it was just about voting rights and right and wrong.
Outstanding. If y'all get a chance, pop by Leo's. Is that on Biker Wisdom and Thoughts or?
It's certainly, it's there. It's on the Biker Wisdom page as well. You'll find it's on my page.
Outstanding. Y'all go by their Biker Wisdom page and check out Leo's rant. Leo uses his voice. Randy Kerwin. There's so many that use their voice out here, and we need to support them tremendously. So, yeah, check out Leo's rant, baby.
Yeah. Take care, y'all.
Leo, take care of yourself. Tell the family and Valerie, everybody say hi.
Hi, Leo.
Anyway, that's always a good habit to have working on a boat. Let me thank Catman56 who came in with another donation and said, the fact the right-wing nut jobs ilk get the headlines and airtime by the media. They make enough noise, they get in there. Yep. I'm just tired of the mushy mouth bullshit. This sounds good as a politician. Doesn't this sound good? But it doesn't say anything. That's what I'm tired of. That's what Mitt Romney was doing up there, I'm sure, a minute ago, talking about how the filibuster needs to be there to make us work across the aisle and all this shit, find consensus. But guess what? They're not doing that.
We've been working across the aisle for the last year. And what has it gotten us?
Nothing. You get nothing.
Embarrassed.
They're not going to budge on anything. So this is all a delay
tactic. McConnell has already told his caucus he's not going to allow them to vote on anything.
So there you go. You know, that's the mentality. You can't keep arguing about we need bipartisanship if the other side is not willing to go there. If bipartisanship means both teams got to act in this shit, guess what? One team says no. And then they're pointing about you saying, well, you can't do that because you said you wanted bipartisanship. An axe to a butter knife. That's what we got. Bullshit. But our problem is in our house. Our problem is in our house. If we had true Democrats that were more concerned with the people's business instead of their own ass, which is, I believe, what both Sinema and Manchin are concerned about. They're concerned about their own ass, their own lifestyle, what they want to do. And Christian Sinema's out there testing the water, thinking about she can run for president. Are you shitting me? Really? Go for it, girl. Let's see how far you get with that. I don't think you're going to get too far. You can't stand up for your party. Why the hell would any Democrat vote for your ass? Oh, she's middle of the road. I don't think so. Ain't nothing there but yellow lines and dead skunks. That's it, baby. So let's move on down the road.
A single white bisexual females, no way she's going to be able to win a presidency.
Ain't it funny how them Republicans look over that bisexual part, because she's voting with them. If she wasn't, she'd be sworn to hell. It's
Well, they probably think that's
well,
interesting.
good for her that she came out as transsexual. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't hold that against her.
She's not transsexual. She's bisexual.
Bisexual. I'm sorry. I meant bisexual. Yeah.
She's a switch
no.
hitter.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I was thinking something else. Yeah, bisexual. She's bisexual, and she's come out like that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Anybody's sexuality is, guess what? Nobody else's freaking business. Unless you're in the room, it doesn't concern you at all. What she can do that, but when she's standing there as a Democrat and supposedly believing in our agenda
and going against her own leader,
yes.
her own president.
Yeah, she's not carrying water, baby. She's throwing rocks in the bucket. That's what she's doing. She's making it a harder trip.
Carrying water for somebody.
Yeah, she's carrying water for somebody, but it ain't the Democrats.
Who's paying her?
She's wanting to run for president. She's thinking she's got bold, adventures ahead of her. I don't think so. Because if you can't stand on basic, and this is bullshit. Everybody knows this is bullshit. This is voting rights. Look what the Republicans have done all across this country in different states. You tell me there was any bipartisanship going on in any of those red states where they changed the voting laws? Shit, no. Straight party line, baby. They got control. They do it. That's what they're going to do. Now they get up in Washington and talk about, well, we got to walk across the... No. Bullshit.
There's some good news out there.
What?
I tell you.
What good news?
Virginia. The Senate in Virginia is still Democratic. They shut down a voter suppression bill today.
Glenn Youngkin took charge out there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, first thing he did was sign the law. There'll be no critical race theory in our schools. Are you shitting me? That was one of his first things Glenn Youngkin did.
They can't do anything about executive orders.
It's pitiful. It's pitiful. They sell bullshit is what they sell on that side. Let's look, if you can get them to believe that Donnie was the true winner of the election, you can sell those people any kind of bullshit. Anything. You can sell it to them, and they're going to eat it up.
They believe it because that's what they want to
They
believe.
want. And if they want it, to hell with everybody else. That's the whole basic premise of when I see a Republican talking about freedom, he's talking about his freedom. Not your freedom, not the country's freedom. He's talking about his ass because his ass is the only one that counts. That's the way I see Republicans when they put up an argument. It's about their personal freedoms. It's not about the good of the country or the good of the society. I have a right.
His personal freedom comes far beyond every other Supreme Court justice up there just because he doesn't want to wear a mask.
There you go.
Were you listening to Robin?
No,
No, Bernadette.
I listen to Robin, but I also pay attention.
Well, he was talking about that today.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, everybody that has to go in front of the Supreme Court has to have a test negative, has to wear N95. All the other justices wear their mask, and he's the only one who wants to get up there and tell America, you don't have to wear a mask. You got your free dummies.
You got your freedom.
And he sits right next to Sonia Sotomayor, who has conditions. She's a diabetic.
Well, look at there. They've also subpoenaed Eric Trump's phone records. And what's that? Gwen Stefano, whatever her name is.
Oh, the January 6th committee?
Yeah. They want Eric Trump's phone records, and I'm trying to think of this lady's name. Gwen Stefano, Don Jr.'s girlfriend, I think.
Oh,
that
name? Chick.
But they did it for Rudy Giuliani and all those crazy ass lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see. Sidney Powell, she's the one that told the court, well, why would anybody listen to me? Anything coming out of my mouth is so stupid. Why would anybody believe it? That's her defense. That was, it was so ridiculous that nobody would take her serious. Talking about Dominion and vote stealing.
And nobody was taking her serious because look who the fuck she was working for. She was working for somebody that, only they took serious.
There you go. I want to see more of this, though. I want to see Don Jr.'s records subpoena. I want everybody's ass in this shit.
He's going to do
I want to make it a circus for everybody, baby.
And he's going to deny the subpoena.
Well, sure.
But rest assured, the only reason why they're asking for it is so they can confirm what they already fucking know. They got the other sides of the phone calls. They know he made phone calls. They know who he made phone calls to.
Yeah, it ain't like it ain't like they all already know. They want to know what was said. What did you mean by this message or that message? What was your intent here?
The mental state of mind.
Yeah. And it's sad because we all know what the answer to that is, what their state of mind was. They wanted to overthrow the election. They wanted to throw the vote out and install Donnie as king. And every one of us knows that. Things we know, but we're waiting to prove. You know? That's what's sad about this is we know the answers to all these questions. We know how it happened. We just can't prove it.
We watched it.
We're working on it, though, baby. We're working on it. Justice is slow, but it usually ends up showing up sometime or another. Whether it's now or a long time from now. Justice always has a way of finding its way out.
Let's just hope we don't run out of time.
That's the big thing.
Because that's what the Republicans are about.
And in my book, the time is now. In 22, yeah. I'm looking at this as this is the challenge for America. Because if the Republicans get hold of it this time, if they get the House, you can guarantee your ass Joe Biden is going to be impeached. Several times, probably 3 at least, to get the record off of Donnie's ass, and that's exactly what it would be. Yep. They would impeach him 3 times just to get the record off of Donnie. They'll come up with something. It'll
be a fucking shit show.
Yes,
trust me.
And believe me, that filibuster shit will go out the window if they want anything.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
They carved it out. They carved it out for Supreme Court justices. They carved it out for
They'll do it again.
Donnie's tax cut thing. The Republicans will carve it out for whatever they want it carved out for. Yep. And then scream and holler if we attempt to do the same thing.
Joe Manchin's having a news conference in the Capitol right now.
Yeah. Joe Manchin can go stick it up his ass.
Scrumming reporters outside his office.
And that's what he loves. He loves the attention. Look at me. Y'all beg me to do the right thing. No, I'm not going to do it. Joe Manchin is one of those people. He's a politician who tries to make it all sound like, oh, we need to work. This is the line of our democracy. We have to be able to work across the aisle and get the other side to agree to some of what you. No, Joe. They quit doing that shit. They stopped. And Joe Manchin knows it.
And they're not going to. Yeah.
Joe Manchin knows it.
And they're not going to. Mitch McConnell has already said it.
Yes. Out loud. There will be no Republicans pass any of this shit.
He said he's working with a bipartisan group.
Oh, he blows it out his ass every time. That's another one of those delaying tactics Republicans are very good at.
Stupid bill that they ain't going to support.
This is his bill. The Freedom to Vote Act is Joe Manchin's bill. Don't sell that shit to all of us out here talking about you got Republican working bipartisan to find it. No.
No, he's making up another new bill.
Oh, he's going to have another new bill. That'll do it. That's the ticket. That'll take up a good year or 2, won't it? Asshole. Delay, baby. Delay. Keep pushing the time clock back, baby. Just do something. Act like you're doing something. Say you're doing something. Come up with great words. They'll buy it. I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah, pretend like you're doing something.
I think a lot of us are tired of that shit.
Yeah, we want to see some action.
Yeah.
He came from somewhere. He must have come from his yacht. Schumer's going to have a conference now.
Oh, I'm missing all the good.
Yeah,
I'm
I got to
missing all the
listen.
good stuff. I'm glad to see the debates going on though. This isn't a debate though. Are they outside talking to the reporters?
He just muted, I think. Spark.
Timothy
Still there,
says
Spark?
Manchin is trying to shift responsibility to the GOP for destroying democracy and away from himself. Yeah.
No, he got his finger in that pie. He already been.
Yeah,
he
Joe
already been
Manchin's
caught
in
with
this
the
shit
finger in the
deep.
pie.
He can't shift responsibility. This is on Manchin and Cinema. The reason we cannot get the Voting Rights Act passed.
Then vote for the Voting Rights Act and talk your little girlfriend into doing it, and we'll get Kamala to break the top.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Prove
but
it.
These two want to stand on their high horse and preach to us about the sanctity of democracy.
The proof is in the vote, John.
It is the vote. It's all about the vote. And like I said, you see any bipartisanship going on out here in these Republican states when they pass these voter restriction laws? No. There was no bipartisanship. It was straight down party lines. Republicans, if they have the power, they take it. Take it. They do something. So don't sit there and make us have to sit there and go, well, okay, we're going to debate it with you. We'll sit here and talk about it for a couple of years. No.
They'll do it and then duke it out in court, just like they did that Texas abortion ban. That's how Republicans operate. They don't care whether the law is legal or not. They'll put the law in effect and then duke it out in court.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime and in between time, they get what they want.
They get what they want. And that's what's going on right now. These voter restriction laws have already been passed across the country in Republican states. If we don't get something done by November, baby, guess what?
On a federal level, it's over with.
Guess what? Yeah, that old adage, my vote doesn't count. Yeah, it just might come true, baby. Literally. Yeah. You know, because they are messing with the way the vote is counted. Who gets to count the vote? Who gets to declare the winner? You know, that kind of shit. What did Donnie say? What did Donnie himself say? It's more about who counts the vote than the candidate. The candidate is not near as important as the person who counts the vote. That's what Trump said. Because it's not about what a person says. It's about who you can get to cheat. You know, who to rig the system for you. So that's where their mind is. That's where their head is.
And they're all about rigging that system, man.
Yes. And we're the vanguard. We're the ones that have to stand in the way. As pitiful as that sounds, but it's always been that way. It's been the American people that have to step forward to make any significant change. That's the only time significant change really happens. Is when the people demand it. When the times demand it. You know, history being made here, baby. And we're going to be a part of it. We're going to be written in the book of history. As to what we do, I don't know. Isn't that what Martin Luther King's son said the other night?
Yeah.
Was that history is going to record this forever.
Yep.
What we do. So, yeah, look at it as that way, as a historical marker that we're involved here.
It is historical,
yes.
Because we're losing our country to fascism, and we all see it. All of us have got to participate in this, or it doesn't work.
And we've already demonstrated our power. We did it in 2018. We did it in 2020. We've already demonstrated that if we want it, baby,
like
if Democrats
say,
come out, we make the law, baby. We change things.
We cannot get complicit.
No.
And we have to get out there and make sure that it happens again, and keep fighting. And after 22, we'll have to do it again in 24.
We have to come together. I don't care if you're a
liberal
liberal Democrat, if you're a moderate Democrat, if you're a conservative Democrat, guess what? They all end in the word Democrat. That's the thing that the Republicans have figured out. Well, hey, there are a whole lot of right wing.
For a minute.
Oh Lord, I've lost the chat. The chat is gone from in front of me.
Okay.
Let me reload this.
Yeah, YouTube's down.
And YouTube is down too?
Yeah, YouTube is down.
Well, boy, howdy shit.
No, it's back. It's back. It seems like it's back. It's just got some hiccups going on, buffering and stuff.
You know, these people in Congress, they remind me of two songs. Remember the OJs? The singing group back in the 60s,
the OJs?
70s? Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a song called Backstabbers.
Yes.
Yo, hell
They
yeah.
had one.
What they
They had
do.
another one called
What
For
they
the
do.
Love of Money. For the Love
Backstabbers.
of Money. Yep.
Yep.
That's what they remind me of nowadays.
And
We got these
and
people
really,
that don't give a shit.
but Tony, listen to what you're saying. That's how long this shit's been going on.
Yes.
They were singing about it back then. Martin Luther King was saying the same fucking shit 58 years ago.
You're right.
Oh, man.
Same shit. And we're still doing it.
Yep.
And we pass laws, and the Supreme Court just seems to think that, oh, well, you know, we don't like that section of the law, so we're just going to cut that out. Okay? But this is what happens when you elect people to positions like fuck Trump's dumbass, and he gets to sit 3 Supreme Court justices in his term.
Yep.
His one doubly peached term.
And
he
that
got
was,
to
that
sit
was, that
3
was carved
justices,
out of the filibuster,
and that
by the
created that created an imbalance in the court that we see unto this day. And there's, you know, this balance in the Senate that needs to be broken because nothing is getting done.
Nothing.
The House is doing its work, but the Senate is where everything is dying.
Yes.
The Senate is not functioning properly. Change the fucking filibuster and let's get voting rights done.
That's what has to happen.
And fuck them and their feelings.
Yeah.
And we'll take the consequences down the road. We just got to make sure
If
that
we
they
don't
don't get
vote,
in
we
office
already know what the
anymore.
consequences are. If we don't have the right to vote and
Exactly.
have that vote counted properly, we already know what the consequences are. It's going to be an authoritarian dictatorship down the road. We will blend in so easily. They'll try to make it harmless and painful for you as much as they can.
No, they
But
ain't. They're going to shove it in your fucking face. You saw what they did during COVID. They didn't give a shit about us. And that's what they're going to show you. Even harder. If it calls throwing you out of your house and putting you on the street homeless. Just don't get pregnant and try to have an abortion while you're out there because, you know, they'll
throw you down the road for that. Anyway, let me get out a few thanks. Michael Johnson, man, you're killing me here. Came in with a $5 donation just to make me hungry. He said, sorry, I had to get some catfish fillets for tomorrow's supper. Man's talking my language for dinner, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And Catman56 came in with another donation and said, with each lawsuit, someone is getting paid. Follow the money. Yep, follow the money in the lawsuit. See where it goes. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Michael Johnson. I want to thank everybody for coming in and visiting tonight, and especially our panel. Jeremy, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Jeremy's muted. There he is.
There he is.
Thanks. You know, I was quiet. I was busy, but I enjoy listening.
Outstanding.
Right on.
Jeremy, come in anytime you want, brother. We appreciate it. And Tony Boyd, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Tell Paulette good evening for the rest of us. Tell the Blue Dot family wishes her well.
I sure will.
All right, brother. I want to thank Biker Leo for coming in and visiting with us. We appreciate that, Leo. Take care of yourself, and we'll be looking forward to your rants on biker wisdom. Bernadette, what can I say, baby? It's always a pleasure on here with you. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for giving us a space and a voice, you know, to a place where we could put our voices out there too, and to help this fight.
Well, that's what we got going on here, baby. Anybody want to use their voice, they can jump in this room and use it. And that goes to all our Blue Dot family on YouTube, on Facebook. I seen a question go by. Somebody's asking me, how do you get into the Discord channel? Easiest way to do it is just go to a bluedotintexas.com. There's a link there for Discord and instructions on how to do it. And jump right in, baby. We'd love to have you on the air and talking about whatever you want to talk about. we enjoy the conversation, enjoy the company.
It's live and it's active conversation
It's
on Discord,
active.
guys.
And no telling what we're going
Yeah.
to talk about it. Talk about
Yeah,
anything
it goes,
on here.
It goes everywhere.
It goes every which way. Anyway, thank you all for being a part of this and being involved and concerned about this democracy that we're fighting for, because, baby, it's worth it. It just takes a little bit of effort. And not that much. Not that much, baby. On the grand scheme of things, things are a lot worse in other places, and they go through a whole lot more to let their voices be heard. So we have to be prepared to be able to vote no matter what kind of hurdles they put in the way, because that's their intent, is to stop you. And we have to say, kiss my ass, baby. We're coming through. Anyway.
We have to fight to keep our country.
That's it. That's the price that we pay, and it's a small price. It's a small, this part. The part to make sure that your voice is heard in this democracy and that you vote, that's a very small price to pay to keep this thing going, because there's others that have to give their life for it. So keep that in mind. This is a very small hurdle that you have to get over, is to make sure that you have whatever it takes to vote and to make sure that you get your ass out there and vote. Anyway, I love you. Thank you all for being here. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Tomorrow.